Welcome back to the Next Move podcast. It sound like dumb echo in here, don't it?
It do, but when we tested earlier, it sounded straight.
Yeah, I probably just have to turn that on here. It should be good. Yeah, man, we episode 11 finally.
Yeah, we had a good route to get here. 10, I think that was a good milestone. That was a really good milestone episode.
Our last episode was pretty fire, ain't gonna count. That was definitely our best episode.
Definitely go check it out if you haven't seen it. It's called You Should Learn How to Sign. Pretty good information in there.
I'm gonna learn a new language pretty soon. I thought it was gonna be Spanish, but it might be sign language for coming up. It seems like it's way more useful.
Yeah, he definitely opened us up to a whole different community of people.
I feel like I almost just died. That just hit me. But man, what you been up to, man?
Man, I've been just browsing the internet, seeing a whole bunch of crazy things.
What you been seeing?
Well, recently, before I get into the crazy internet things, I want to talk about the Grammy winners.
The Grammy winners?
Yeah.
I ain't even pay attention to the Grammys, man. All I know from the Grammys is that they kept Kanye from performing or getting on stage. Did they keep him from actually going there?
I didn't see it either, but I don't know if he was there, so it's a possibility. If Kanye performed, we would have definitely seen some video.
Oh,
so
yeah, definitely.
He probably wasn't there.
No, but I think they banned him from actually being there though.
Oh yeah, I could see that because he didn't act the ass before, and they don't know what he's capable of now. He might totally go off.
They scared that he gonna pull out a Will situation
because he had a lot of nominations. Like Donda was nominated for a couple things. Him and The Weeknd and a couple people that got some nods. So it wasn't like he wouldn't have had a reason to be there this time, at least.
That's the Grammys are it's all them award shows are iffy for me, because it's why does it even matter? Because at that point you're already successful.
Yeah, I mean, do they get some type of payment? What do you get?
I don't think so. I think they just
it's just notoriety.
Yeah.
People know you got a Grammy.
Apparently you get paid more because you're your resume says Grammy awarded or but at the same time it don't mean you're cold though. Some people got 15 Grammys. I don't know who they are. I don't listen to music at all. But the people I actually do listen to who are actually fired have none.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't want to discredit those people that did get them just because I don't listen to them. They might be fired.
Not even just I don't listen to it. It's just somehow you can tell that it's politics.
Mm-hmm.
You only got that award because of politics. So what was the point of even this is a board about music, not politics. This is not a race to become president.
Yeah, and they definitely don't track it off sales. I don't know what the ratings. Who votes? Nobody knows.
What is the requirements to win at this point? It's almost like the MVP race. Is it because you got the high sales, because you're impacting more, or what really is it? Or is it just politics because we like you more?
Yeah, it's normally the second one.
The Grammys ain't it, man. Well, all these award shows, I'm okay with all the award shows. I'm good. I don't really need them.
I know some artists, it makes them feel validated. I know Tyler, he won a Grammy for Best Rap Album off of Mixtape with DJ Drama. And
Tyler?
Yeah, Tyler the
DJ
Creator.
Drama.
Yeah.
Which one? What tape?
Call Me When You Get Home.
That was with DJ Drama?
Yeah. It was a mixtape.
I thought that was an album.
It was a mixtape.
Wait, Call Me When You... I'm about to see, because I'm sure I don't even remember that one. I'm thinking of Flower Boy. That's what I'm thinking of.
Nah, that's old now. That's the old one. This is one of his recent drops. And Khaled, he's been salty about Tyler getting these, awards and best rap album, because he be having the fully loaded albums with all the features. And people, he actually referred to Tyler's music as mysterious.
I remember that time.
Damn.
He,
Like he
that was
didn't say it
hating.
was bad, but that's kind of hating, bro.
That
Like
was hating.
what are you saying?
I wasn't expecting that for
Mysterious?
him. Like, come on, bro. You're supposed to be positive, Mr. Positive. Now
For
you saying it's
real.
mysterious. That's a shot
Like the
right there.
smart thing, I would have think like, why don't you get Tyler on the song?
You probably couldn't.
Mm.
Probably couldn't.
Mm.
That Tyler probably don't even respect them beforehand, but it was like, I'm gonna just keep you from a distance. But now you hating. You pushing it now.
That's
You are
wild.
pushing it.
Cause it's not like Tyler is not like an equipped artist.
Corso? For the song Corso?
Um, nah, it was
Oh,
the whole
album. Okay.
album. Yeah.
That means you get lost.
Call me if you get lost. Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm late on this one. I
Bro,
was not paying attention.
please check
Oh,
that out.
I do know what I thought that was an album. Oh, it is an album. It's a
Mm-mm. Look at the like.
That's
Look at it's
crazy.
a mixtape.
that's a
A
mixtape.
fucking mixtape. Like that's why the shit was so like, wow.
But he released like album vinyls and whatnot. Like he's literally doing everything as an album though.
But it's got drama on that bitch. Like you need to check it out.
What constitutes the difference now though? Because those were original beats.
I guess the format that you decide to release it on. Like I don't think
Like what do you mean though?
I don't think it initially went to like distributing platforms. Like they just streamed it for a while before. Not on like any Apple Music or any digital providers.
It was on there.
It's been on there. I thought you haven't heard
I
it.
did. That's the song I've been listening to with the
But that's
What's his
after
name?
the fact. Like initially it was a mixtape. Like they put it on there after. Like
No,
initially
because I remember this tape dropping. It was what's his name? NBA YoungBoy. When his verse dropped on there, everybody was going crazy because that's when it dropped.
yeah,
That's
he
what I
got
was
some
like.
wild features.
Like that was the way he released it was like an actual album though. Like that might be one of the situations where they might come back and sue him for that, like they did Megan Thee Stallion. It was like you try to release it as a mixtape, but in reality,
Who is he signed to?
That's
That's
a
a good.
question.
That's what I'm saying. Like Tyler might be straight. He really
Sure, what to
might.
see.
'Cause
Like
that's not even something that anybody's ever thought about or questioned. Like, is he signed to?
yeah, like is he still
Is
signed?
he-
Because at some point he was signed.
Is he independent?
I'm sure about to see.
If so, that's
Oh, they
even
gave
more
him
of
a
a
zodiac
flex.
sign.
That's even more of a flex if he's independent. Like,
It would make a lot more sense if he is for sure. Columbia and Sony. That's out of those. Sony is a wild one because they will come back for that. Because you know the situation with Meg right now. She tried to release a mixtape and try to say it was a mixtape when in reality it was a whole album, and they want their money back for that.
damn. Meg is just in all kind of trouble.
She's been tripping lately.
She has. But
Been
I mean,
tripping
I be
lately.
seeing on her Instagram, she looks like she's having a great time. So
Somebody pointed out that Meg's career is playing the victim card.
the whole thing,
How did she get started? Because she was in some controversy at first.
when she first came out,
Yeah, it was about everybody stealing her Hot Girl Summer stuff, remember? And it boosted her up. Then after that, it was the situation with her record label.
yeah.
And now this.
Yeah, I could see that. She's definitely. I mean, even if it's just stuff that's randomly happening, she definitely uses it to her advantage.
Most definitely.
And didn't she sign to Rock Nation? Didn't she? Okay, so yeah,
Hmm.
she started switching up, but I don't know. Like, where's the music though? Like, I've heard her
She's
on,
been
like,
dropping
pop
music,
features, yeah, but not like no, you know
I-
what we want.
I feel like it's just I haven't been like it's just not in my lane because I'm learning that a lot of stuff just not in my lane. Because the Doja Cat has been apparently she's been booming, going fire.
Bro, I listen to everything, and I'm gonna tell you, Doja is going the fuck off.
Yeah, like I hear the
Oh,
songs that
wow.
she going out, but it's just not in my lane of what I'll be listening to every day.
Oh, I listen to everything. Like, I'm kind of like, I consume everything. But yeah, Doja definitely got some fire out right now. Like, I remember it was like when she was doing the I'm a Cow,
Mm-hmm.
like, she done came a long way. And I feel like even at that time, she probably knew she was dope.
Yeah, she was dope. She was already signed and stuff at that point. I
Yeah, she
believe.
just was trying to, get her marketing or whatever. But
Like I feel like that was one of them sections like, okay, I've been working my whole life to get signed. I'm already signed, but I haven't boomed up. So let me just have fun, which was the smart thing to do. Like, don't even try to force it. Try to be too realistic. Like, just show your talent at that point.
Lyrically, she's up there. Like, she up there. She got upper level Nicki Minaj bars.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I would definitely
She's definitely
give her,
up there.
Like, lyrically, she definitely is not she just rap. Nah.
That's another person who has never gotten a Grammy. Nicki Minaj.
Really?
None. And Nas just got his first. It's crazy.
But I guess like with Nas, it's more of like a cultural love that Nas gets more so than, like you said, the Grammys being an award.
That's the problem with it, though.
They be late.
They doing it.
They be late.
They're doing a cultural award, but not actually in the culture.
Yeah, like at the moment, like, maybe when Nas was like dropping Illmatic and Stillmatic and Queens and stuff was like popping, like that would have been a great time, to celebrate. But they just looked over hip hop for so long.
The worst situation I always remember and think about is the situation with Macklemore winning the Grammy over Kendrick.
And then apologizing.
They made it way worse. Like,
I mean, it's not to say that what Macklemore was doing wasn't rap, but comparable to the competitors that was in that list,
what it meant for the culture.
For
rap.
No, hell no. We didn't care about that. We didn't care about him thrift shopping.
I was about to say, he only had one song that we all heard, and it was a pop song. That wasn't a rap song. It was, keep it real, that was a pop song. Yeah. I mean, that's still wild to me.
And Kendrick even was like, I wish you wouldn't have did that. Like, I wish you wouldn't have came and apologized. Like,
nah, for real.
That's weird.
That was some weirdo action. Like, weirdo action from him in the Grammys. Like, how did that even happen? How did y'all allow Kendrick to lose to Ben Macklemore on one of his most important albums? To keep it real, like his more like conscious albums that could have took. I feel like if he won a Grammy for that, the culture party would have been a little different.
Definitely, like, cause we respect Kendrick. He makes himself respectable. Like, he seems like a leader, like in his music. So people be wanting his perspective, and that probably would have put him at a level, kind of like, I guess, Martin Luther King-ish, by getting that. And I don't think the grand scheme of people want to really see that movement happen for some reason.
That is a good point.
That's a good point. Because we always we kind of get to like the edge, and then all right, now we're gonna have to kill somebody.
You gotta just take somebody's head off.
and of course it's always like one of our like cornerstones. Like, I'll use like Nipsey Hussle for instance. Like, he was really like pushing a mindset that everybody needed to have, and they didn't want that.
So you think they took him out?
I won't say they, and I'm not going to assign, but I'm going to say it's mighty coincidental how when we get these like leaders that's on the forefront of like giving a mindset to a generation versus giving us, flashy things and showing us you can ball, he was finna give us a mindset. I feel like that was going to be more like generational. He was going to set a trend for people to, run their own businesses and have control, ownership and things like that. Like, that's, in the grand scheme, I think what we really need, and that shit can't happen. Like, it might not have been it might be like local haters. Like, normally, somebody around you be like very envious of what you're doing, and they might just
come back on some hater shit.
That ain't me. I wish that was me. Like,
I could do better than that. Like, he tripping,
and you're not. Or if you felt that way, you could really join the movement. That's really what it comes down to. Like, you don't want to join the movement. You want to have it, but you obviously don't want it for the same reasons, or you would just join.
Or they can't join. They think, like, a lot of people have this sick mind of, like, they think they have it all together. They can do better in this situation, when it's like, you can't. Like, if you sat back and realized, like, where you can fix your mistakes, you'll do a lot better, but you think that you're, like, perfect. Like, as soon as you just get that money, you're going to boost up, and it's like, as soon as you get that money, you probably about to blow that money.
Yeah, like, people really, like you said, need to self-check their weaknesses and strengthen those. Like, you might not be getting accepted into certain places based off your skill set, so work on your weaknesses.
Nah, for real. Like, you gotta check yourself. What's that? Oh, that song is perfect. Check yourself before you wreck
Yeah,
yourself.
Ice Cube.
That's
Classic.
so real, bruh. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's a life lesson.
It's deep. Yeah, that's deep. It's deeper than that. Like,
Man, it's a safety safety precaution. Remember that song, you'll be good in life, bro. I think they're trying to provoke Kanye to do another episode.
like a little crazy episode.
Yeah, I think Kim and them are trying to provoke that man. Cause
Yeah.
why is his daughter in Pete's lap when he told her not to have this man in his lap?
And that's like ultimate disrespect too. Like
Ultimate.
you're pretty much asking for a fight at that point. Like people don't play about that.
You can't get mad at me for socking this nigga.
Yeah, people
next
don't
time I
play
see
about
him.
their kids. Like, nah. And Ye, that's not the guy to play with, like, clearly. Not because he's some super tough guy, but because, you know, he might just get irrational.
He has like
I ain't never seen him be violent with anybody.
you ain't never seen him punch him, but he be punching paparazzis.
I remember he was slapping cameras. I didn't
he
know.
punching paparazzis. He fighting like that's that's why I respect Kanye in that situation, because it's like Kanye ain't one of the ones who would just talk and say, oh yeah. Kanye would literally slap you too. Him and Will will slap you. These niggas are not like, they're not just talk. I guess they were like, if they're really saying it, they're trying to push that into flourishings. I'm going to smack the shit out of you when I say I'm going to smack you.
Yeah.
It's not just talk. It's not just bark. It might be loud. It might seem crazy, because I am a little crazy. Like, to be this successful, you have to be a little crazy. You have to be about what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's about everything in life.
Yeah.
And Pete, boy, you are tweaking. You are tweaking.
I don't know what his end goal is. Like you said, I
Comedy
think
special.
they gotta be just like trying to bait Kanye into doing something crazy.
Has
And
to be.
I hope Ye doesn't bite the bait.
Man,
I mean, the lap situation, that's
OD.
that's too much. But
And it made it worse that Pete made a joke about a little kid sucking on his finger. I'm sick of, I sick. Oh, I wish I can show, like, pull it up so y'all can hear it, because I'm about to show you after this, bro. Because it's a nasty joke. It's a nasty joke. A little kid sucking on your finger. I see why Kanye don't want you around his daughter. Like, come on, dog. You're gonna get smacked. I'm sorry.
and then I'm pretty sure, like, you know, Pete ain't there. Like, I don't think that
Can't
nigga
be.
just love Kim, man. She's
That's
just a badass.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? He just there, bro. Like, that ain't
Like, Pete, do you, like, you're doing all this, and it's like,
for
she,
what?
She won't even stay with Kanye, and you think she will stay with you. She won't even stay with Nick Cannon, and you think she gonna stay with you. But you playing along like you about to be rid of stepdaddy.
Yeah, like, he's really full deal on the gas.
Tripping. Tripping. Like, you tripping, dog. Hey. You see that video of them in the funeral club?
The funeral club.
Yeah.
Funeral club.
Gunu murdered in I think Pennsylvania, and had his funeral at a club of him standing up in the club with his gun in his pocket.
Like, embalmed funeral style, standing up. Oh man, that's kind of creepy.
I'm about to show you all these videos later, bro. Cause, bro,
I don't know if I would have attended that one.
I don't think they knew though. Nobody knew. The club didn't know that was about to bring him in there. They just was like, he here. They just brought, cause bro. I seen the video. I didn't know no captions or nothing. I just seen the video. I just seen the dude stand up there. I thought he was just staring at the club. Like, he's over everybody staring at them. And I'm thinking,
like in like a VIP balcony.
no, like on stage, right on the
wow.
corner of the stage, just like this,
Embalmed.
with his gun in his pocket. A whole gun in his pocket. Why does the damn man have a gun in his pocket?
Black people, we have so much fun even
What?
in the afterlife. We're gonna put jewelry on the body. We're gonna put money on it.
Amari.
We're gonna put
Mary.
yeah. You're gonna put cell phones, bags of weed in the like.
It's like I'm not mad at it because it's like if that's his last wish,
Yeah.
I can understand it because he's an artist. That's his element.
Yeah.
But you gotta warn people.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, you got to pre-plan this with people that want to support your vision, bro.
Let me know, because
what if somebody would have walked up to it and like, what's up?
I'm pretty sure they did.
Like, oh shit, like this a dead ass body.
And it's crazy that folks they were really partying up there. They were like kicking it like it was normal. I'm like, bruh, do y'all realize this is a dead man up here? Like, just stare. This is that buddy about to hunt y'all. I can't go to that club no more. Like, I can't even step in the club. That's a wild scene.
I mean, that's a supportive club. I mean, unless they
no,
snuck
the club didn't even know.
That's what I'm saying. Nah, yeah, they snuck that in. Nah, yeah, that club is hunted now.
Yeah. Can you sue them for that?
I'm pretty sure you can. Because you can't just be moving around like corpses like that. Like,
in my club, you should have told me you was gonna bring a dead body in my club.
How did you even get it in?
Probably just walked them in there. Yo, that's wild.
That's some crazy news. We need to start having a segment on the show called Wild and Crazy News.
Who was the one who carried him in there? I want to talk to that person. Like, how did you feel carrying a dead body?
Did you wheel him in? Did you like put your arm around his shoulder and walk him? Like, did you feel gross touching the body?
That's what I'm saying. Like, the body was not warm no more. It's all over the place.
Smell, like, nah.
That's a wild situation.
People was probably ashing on it and shit. Like, people get real disrespectful when they having a good time.
I can't believe it though, cause I ain't never seen that in my life, and I hope I don't ever see that. I don't
think I want to run into that.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm glad I wasn't there. I'm glad I wasn't there.
I don't go to the club often, but if I decided to slide in the club and it was a dead body in there,
it's my last day at the club. I'm done with clubs at that point. Ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm done with clubs at that point. But speaking of bodies, the YMW Melly situation.
Mm-hmm.
He about to get locked up. I ain't gonna lie.
He's been locked up.
No. He about to stay there.
That was already a done deal.
Yeah.
Man. He did too much. I don't know exactly what happened, but based off the
66 pages,
the talks around what might have happened, it didn't sound good.
Bro, oh my God, I seen a video of the new news that broke down. This man has 60 or 66 pages of evidence brought to his attorney. That's a lot.
Like, what can you even fit on 66 pages?
That's like 66. He has 66 reasons of why we know that it was you. Like, for one, the situation, he called his sister for a ride, right?
Mm-hmm.
After the situation, just to say that, like, you know what I mean, in the mix of it. But he lied and said like that there was like somewhere else completely. After that, it's like, oh yeah, we already know where you was at. You got the phone call calling your sister for a ride because at this time you shot him at this time. Oh yeah, it's over with. It's over with after that. And that's just one page. No, that's probably not even one page. That's one sentence probably in there.
Man, that's what I'm saying. That's a lot of
evidence.
That's crazy though to even get involved in something like that. Like, do you think it was like, what do you think motivated? Was it the music business? Was it money? What do you think motivated it?
I think he was psycho.
You think he really had a mental problem?
Most definitely. He said he had a split personality.
But rappers say a lot of
stuff. No. Not just say it. He shows it and says it to the point it was like makes sense.
So with that being said, that he could possibly get a mental health.
Actually, yes. Instead of getting a death penalty, I could definitely see him getting a mental health plea.
That's crazy though, like,
cause it's two of his best friends and he just snaps type shit. That's mental health. That's no normal. That situation not normal. That's mental health for sure.
So you think it's a possibility he could even get out after a
Nah, he's not getting out, but he's still gonna be locked up just in the mental health. He, like, that's still gonna be that's still a sucky situation.
Yeah, you can't just murder people. Like,
yeah, it's still such a like he's gonna be peeled up. That boy about to be peeled up. He go crazy, about to get shot up with not even bullets, just needles.
Dang, like that's wild. Like, and his rap career like was kind of like just starting. Like
just started.
And it's not like easy for somebody to like get noticed with all the rappers and entertainers that's
it
out.
was
Like
fire.
He had got to the point where he was at that level. He was doing songs with Kanye.
My boy had the melodies down. Like he was a singer that can rap. Like he had that T-Pain effect. Yeah. Rapper turned singer. I mean singer turned rapper.
It definitely was a style, that he was creating with his music. Like, it was auto-tune based and, melodic, but
it was fire though.
Yeah, he definitely had some shit going.
Oh man, it was fire. But the crazy part about it is that he predicted it though. That's why I feel like that's why I see the mental health there. Because he said he had two personalities, Melly and Melvin. Melly and Melvin. And I feel like whatever side
Melvin sounds like the bad guy.
Yeah, that he popped up out of that situation that he was telling him he was gonna do that. That's how he had the song come up, right? In his head, like the song.
I'm gonna have to listen to the song again now. Bro, it's got a deeper, dark meaning.
That shit's scary. I ain't gonna count. It's kind of scary because he is literally telling you what happened, but it happened. He made the song before it even happened, though. So that's why I feel like.
What about that song? I Got Murder on My Mind.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought it was another song. He made that song
before it even happened.
Okay, I mean that makes sense then. If it
was mental health.
Yeah, if it's mental health, and he kind of slickly premeditated it. So,
but not him did it. It was his other personality did it.
Either way, nigga, you're responsible for
that's
both
the
of
crazy
these
part.
In
like
your body.
Like that's the fucked up part. It was like you killed it, but it's like fuck. It wasn't actually you that killed it. It was your mental health that killed it. You got to go to the mental health situation. So we about to peel you up, my boy.
Man, mental health is something serious. Like it can take over your whole life. Like
you seen the movie Split?
I have.
I love that movie. That's what I be thinking of because it's like they can really just snap like that.
And you never know. You just really never know. Like you just interact with people every day, and you don't even know who you talking to. You could be talking to their third personality today.
Apparently, you run into like at least a couple of murderers every year around you. Like
I want to know the statistics of that now. What's the frequency of running into a serial killer?
Yeah, you walk past murderers all the time. And even think about this, like shooters in the hood. I don't know why we don't clarify it. It's just they're murderers. They're serial killers.
Serial killer, I wouldn't say, because a serial killer has a plan.
No. A serial killer just means somebody who killed people in a
multiple
series.
People.
I think it's just 4, and I think a mass shooting is just like 4 or 5 people.
Oh wow.
So a lot of that shit is we're mass shooters and we're serial killers too. We just clarified it in a different way.
And I think based off of where it happens, it don't really have the same effect. Like we be doing it to each other versus mainstream.
Like if a nigga shoot up a fucking club with 100 people in there, that's a mass shooter.
Yeah. That's
a mass shooter. Like, but we don't clarify it like that. We just think of white people in that situation. We're still both doing it. Just we're doing it to ourselves, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, we got that bad. That self-sabotage. That's something bad in our community. We'll definitely talk ourselves out of some shit real fast.
For real. Like we just put a different slang on it. It's like that's not the same thing.
It is.
It is. It just sounds cooler. I'm a shooter.
No, you're a murderer, man.
Yeah, you're a murderer.
You kill people. By definition.
Yeah.
You're not just shooting them and that's it.
Yeah, like your favorite rapper, you saying that he a shooter. Your favorite rapper is a murderer. Which is like you're following Ted Bundy.
Pretty much.
You're following Ted Bundy at that point.
And that's this wild, like, I don't know. I still listen to all like everything, but I can hear like the change of like direction of the music. Like literally, it's a whole like wave of killer rappers right now.
Most definitely.
Like everybody got the stick.
Bro.
Everybody got the FN.
Everybody then got a body at this
Everybody
point.
has the mini Draco. Like all these guns that people are being like told about, we're
Everybody
only
got
finding
it.
out by the rappers, because the rappers are the ones that saying, "Hey, I got
True.
this, I got this, I got this, I got this." They literally are telling them, "Hey, which you need to use this size bullets. You need to use the 7.62 bullets in your."
I think that's a side effect of how easy the music is getting made too, because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people aren't just rappers doing it. It's literally just the killers and murderers making songs, and that's another problem that I have. They make being a rapper a easy clarification. Like they just call anybody a rapper. Like he made his first song last week, now he's a rapper.
Mm-hmm. And it's getting shows, so now he's a yeah, and that's how like you said, there's a lot of these like drug dealers and actual, street guys that have the money to go in the studio and
Hmm.
get produced. They might have some skill or talent, but I
But
don't be
not
feeling
everybody.
like, yeah, I don't be feeling like they just, oh, I went hard in the paint. I was writing, I was making sure I was getting all this and this right. They just have the money
What's that?
to,
It's just for time and money.
yeah. And I'm trying to change the way that I'm getting money now because this is getting a little too hot.
That and keep your eggs out of one basket. And two, the studio, you can have everybody up in there. Have all your homies in there for protection.
Mm-hmm.
It's the trap. Like the studio is also a trap, man.
It's still the trap.
It's the
Cause and
trap.
then it's like they all dependent on one person too. Like it's like if you not think about
Oh yeah,
how many people Drake probably takes care of.
bro, bro. G Herbo and Lil BB don't owe them shit, bro. Like, yeah, you been seeing that situation?
Mm-mm.
How his homie, one of his day one homies, been trying to expose him.
Exposed G Herbo.
Yeah, saying like he not basically saying that he not doing everything that he promised to do for them. When it's like, bro, y'all still gotta do something for yourselves though. Like, y'all gotta do something else. Like, he's getting his money through music, but none of y'all are actually doing the music though.
Yeah.
But y'all want all his music money.
Yeah, that's like an entitlement thing. Like, well, you my friend and you hustle, so you should look out for me. But nah, like,
Like,
why don't you get a hustle too? So we both.
and I guarantee he didn't put y'all in position to do something to at least flourish past than what y'all could have done if he wasn't there. Think about
Yeah.
if he wasn't there.
Exactly.
Like, come
And
on,
you know
bro.
what? That's like the complacency of people, like on different levels. Like you have access to at least 100,000 nair type friend,
Mhm.
and you don't want to take none of his advice. That's complacency because you're used to being around him. Like it's complacency at all levels.
You still thinking of him when he first
Yeah,
got there?
like don't nah, like we different.
He a
And
whole
you
different
should-
level
right,
now. Like,
you should be
respect that
different
man.
too. Exactly. Like
Like,
it's so many things that people can do outside of like be the rapper too. Like make some beats, be an engineer, be a graphic artist,
I would say graphic designer, and it's crazy.
shoot the videos, be the vlogger.
And it's crazy that like only the ones who are actually doing it are the ones who are doing everything. Like a lot of these rappers, they're the ones who are learning how to be graphic designers, doing their own videos, their own photos, because none of their homies around can do that shit. And if
That's
y'all could do it,
crazy.
yeah, like
Cause it seems like it always comes a time where you see like one of your favorite rappers being like, "Well, yeah, I got behind the camera on this one."
bro,
and shot."
Chief Keef, he's a graphic designer too, bro.
Yeah,
Which is crazy to think about. Like Chief Keef was doing all that mostly himself. Like a lot of that shit he was doing himself. When he started doing Glow Game for real, that's himself. This man making beats now. I'm pretty sure he
and then
engineering himself.
I'm not really surprised because you see the kind of hustle he had coming into the game. It seemed
Gets
like
out
he
of
would-
weight on people.
Yeah, because people like I know we have our struggles in Arkansas with getting like I guess accepted musically, but I guess Chicago they feel like they have the same setup. Like, well, they don't be taking us seriously. Well, they kind of do. You got Kanye West, you got Common, Twister.
Yeah,
like,
you just gotta get in the lane.
yeah, you just have to make sure right that you got some shit that's worth listening to or playing at this stage.
Man, the people who are in music cities, you have no excuse. No excuse, bruh. I am in Little Rock. The motherfuckers is like booming out of here from the little shit, like the work that they doing. Imagine if they actually had like radio stations and shit. We can't just walk into a radio station like that easily, bro. Like, what radio station you know down the street?
Not that you could walk into. I definitely know some.
And especially like music radio stations.
Nah, they're definitely not gonna play your song. They're definitely not.
Like, I wish we had that places they got like actual like movie studios.
Or maybe they have like some type of artist that comes through the radio and you can run into them and freestyle for them. That shit is not happening.
Like, bro, I looked up the top like the most famous artists from Arkansas, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't really have nobody. We don't really have nobody. It said Neo, and I think Marvin Gaye are the top two on that shit.
Well, here's the chance for somebody to have their Soulja Boy moment then and be the first. So if that's the case,
bro,
then it's still open.
We don't have any modern stars in music today.
So the next move is on the quest for the next modern star that we can Google, and they will say you are from.
At least like someone that not even just Google, because Neo, he don't even be rapping Arkansas. Somebody who actually raps Arkansas and be like, I'm from Little Rock. Like, that's my city. I'm from Arkansas. Like, have motherfuckers from like Ray Sherman from freaking like Missouri or Mississippi or some shit like that.
Yeah, Mississippi.
That's crazy. Mississippi is crazy. But you see how hard that nigga was grinding. He got 100 of the unforgettable songs. After he dropped that one, it was like, okay, 100 more songs. Like, that's a grind right there.
He definitely was working. Like, he outworked his co-partner.
His brother.
He didn't even want to, like, keep up at that pace. Like, well,
that's bruh. That's a pace. And it's like, I could fill up this whole album by myself. And you're barely working. You're really just riding off my coattail at that point.
I mean, I feel like he held his own whenever he did rap. He probably just wasn't as
But keeping
busy.
up, though.
Yeah, he wasn't keeping up, I don't think.
Like, you could do it every other song, but it's like, if I do, like, 2 or 3 tapes going crazy like this, and you only did enough for, like, 1 tape.
But you got to think about, like, I feel like Sway Lee is kind of like on his future shit. Like, he probably is not writing shit down.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like, that's why he can output so much.
You got to keep up. But the only reason why he probably was able to do that because he wrote so much, though. Because a lot of artists, they don't just pop up out of nowhere and say, like, a freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
They wrote to that point. I wrote so many bars, I'm just repeating myself now. Now let me just go out the dome so I could just mix that memory. Oh. What was I about to bring up? Because you were saying, who is the next Drake? Who is it, like, who do you see can be the next Drake now?
Currently, it's not really looking like anybody right now. Like, I don't think Drake is like a repeatable. I don't think he's a part 2 type guy that anybody can even really do that. Like, you're gonna fall at least 50% short of that because he did it so like
so long.
Big for so right. Like, you might get some number ones. Like, you might have some hits for like 3 to 5 years, but you're not finna go for 10
straight years.
And still, like, I'm pretty sure Drake is gonna drop some music this year, like some album shit. Like,
he drops an album at least once a year. Is it because of Jay-Z?
So he's working, and he says he's not one of the like I'm out in the streets guys. I'm in the studio. And he's right. Like, he's more known for the music than anything.
Yeah,
that's true for sure.
Shit, it's shaking.
He's definitely known for the music. Like, he has his little, media shit, but for the most part, we've been talking about he's singing to women, he can't write his bars, all he makes is hits, but we still been talking about him the whole time. Either way, whatever we've been saying, and it's still been streaming, busting billions and shit like that. Like,
that.
He had Michael Jackson on his album,
bro.
You got some Michael Jackson vocals on your shit?
Yeah, if you can touch a Michael Jackson vocal, you're good. That means they believe in you.
Right.
Only 2 people I can think of that has a Michael Jackson sample is really 3 people. Wale, which is a wild one. Wale has a sample.
Which?
I think Pretty Little Thing.
PYT, yeah.
Which was actually a pretty good song.
It's really kind of, I don't know. Does it have Mike vocals in it?
I believe so. I think it has it in the background.
Okay.
I believe so. I have to
Because
double
that's a
check
nice
it.
little flip of PYT. If it is a
'Cause
sample, like that's
Kanye,
crazy.
he has a couple of Michael Jackson songs.
He
Samples
definitely
too.
does. He definitely does. Like he goes for the goats when he samples. I've definitely noticed that.
Oh yeah, he tried to go for that
He
hard,
be getting that Otis Redding shit that's gonna require you to have to knock
bro.
on somebody's door
Every time I
in
go
Memphis
back,
to get the clearance.
every time I go back into like a old like artist that I like, that I'll like stumble on and be like, oh, I like this old song. Kanye done sampled this shit already. Go look at it. Kanye done sampled it already. Oh shit. Oh damn. I ain't no Kanye sample. Oh, that's what that sound is. Oh.
His
Oh.
beat making was really like kind of like ghosty. Like he was making a lot of shit that people I don't even think knew he made.
Him and Pharrell.
Mm-hmm.
It was another. It was a song that I seen the other day, and I was like, Pharrell made this. I cannot believe it. It's gonna be alright. Kendrick Lamar.
Oh yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I definitely, yeah. I was surprised about that too. But hearing it,
It don't even sound like him.
but you can
You can tell from the structure you listen to it.
structurally you be like,
But it's
oh, okay.
different though from
the
what
after.
he
Yeah,
does.
it's only after you know though. Now you be like, ah, okay.
It makes sense now.
Okay, for real. I see what you did there.
Like he challenged himself a little bit on that video. I feel like it was just a look like
Kendrick challenged himself or Pharrell challenged himself.
sick both, but Pharrell definitely challenged himself a little bit on that beat because it's not his normal structure. It seemed like he did something normal, but he like stretched it out just a little differently, which is why I love Pharrell because it's
Pharrell. One thing that I like about him and Chad is they use like syncopation, that offbeat, on beat, offbeat, on beat shit so well. Like you like,
it's simple.
Like how do you put these melodies in these like percussive, and sometimes it's
Not
not
like
even
a
like
guitar.
percussion instruments. It might be like a click or a fucking
the clout.
anything. Like
I love that shit when you throw that clap in there, bro. That old
he literally
2010
had
7.
the Neptune sound like that. That's when you know that you done something. When you done created your own sound, you done did it. You did it.
Niggas trying to replicate your sound when it's like that's kind of hard to do. You got to replicate my whole career to do my whole sound. Then, cause that's a lot. That's a lot of different work. Okay, that was scary.
Just a little energy saver.
Oh me, it went to the sleep mode. Sick. Let me check the camera real quick. But yeah, man, you think it's okay to listen to Travis Scott music yet?
I think it's been okay. Like we've dealt with worse.
Dealt with worse?
Like we've dealt with like people that was like child molesters and fucking
Facts.
all kind of shit.
If
Like,
R. Kelly can come back like that, then
you know. So Travis,
just
just
a little
drop
more
some
time.
music, man. It's okay. We don't hate
Yeah.
you.
Not
Shit happens. That wasn't really your fault. Like
Yeah, that's the
wholeheartedly.
thing, like, it wasn't
you
like-
you didn't tell these people to show up and do that. You was trying to provide, entertainment, and they may have gotten a little carried away, and probably based off of the energy of the show, you probably really weren't paying attention. Like, as you should. You could have been thrown. You showed up as an artist. You probably was drunk, whatever, and that's how you didn't have to be.
the one
I need to be
insecurity.
sober and secure for the show because I need to watch my fans. Like, nah, you showing up as yourself. You know what I'm saying? So maybe, it was an accident. I don't feel like it was anything like purposely.
Yeah,
that
I
he
didn't like
created.
how they didn't put enough blame on the venues.
Like security and stuff.
Yeah,
Like, I wouldn't want to put any blame on anybody per se. I would have just preferred that it got, hey, our bad. Somebody take responsibility for it. I don't want to say who, but whoever knows that they weren't doing their job that night, you need to step up and say, yeah, this was my fault.
at least like that's crazy. And then I don't like how they tried to blame Drake in there too. Like
It's just the money name.
Man.
It's just like that's one of the prices of fame. Like,
they gonna come for you like
yeah,
sharks.
They feel like you got it to give, so why not?
But man, congratulations to Kansas, man. Congratulations to Kansas. You was right.
I predicted it.
You was right.
I did a blind prediction though. There
Man.
was no knowledge of what was really going on for that bracket at all. it was a blind pick, but
Villanova, they folded. But we was right about Duke though. Duke was gonna fold.
yeah, it's just something about like I don't even think it's more like coaching at that point. I really think it's like the energy of the players in college. Like anybody could fucking take anybody down at any given moment in college. Like you might be the undefeated team, but
out of nowhere.
Yeah, if you know get.
I don't even think that's even just college. That's just literally just the balance of sports, though. When the sports is truly balanced, that's just what happens. Like even in football, bro.
Yeah.
The Patriots had almost a whole perfect season. Then they got to the last game and lost.
Yeah.
You know how pissed I'd be?
Pissed.
Be like
we
the Warriors.
Won all these games this year, and we lost the one that we needed to win.
The one that we could have been lost and got some rest. I probably would have took that instead. I ain't gonna lie. Kick me out in the first round. Don't even go to the playoffs. Let me get some more rest for the next season so I can be fired for the next season. And get, like, break records by the end.
You think Tom Brady's going to win a championship again before he decides to actually retire?
No, because he doesn't truly need to. He has that many rings where it's like, he don't really need to. I can see him winning another one, but at the same time, it's like, I doubt it.
I think that's the only reason he's playing. Like, I don't think he wants to not win. I think that's all he wants to do.
Of course.
Like, I think literally, like, if he don't win it, like, this time, but I don't think it's going to be a redo.
I don't think he's going to be around the right squad that's going to do it right, though. I don't think the squad going to do it right for him. Because the squad he had, they basically returned, too. It's not like that squad was fresh and he could just come back fresh again. It's not like the Bulls that coming back after a season. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
And football is definitely different. It's definitely a lot different. It's not a solo performance type thing at all.
It's a whole squad. Like, it's too many people in that whole squad, bro.
I remember I saw LeBron, like, he was talking to some, like, high school team. He was like, if you want to, be the star, you need to play tennis or golf. Because all this other, stuff is going to require you to play a role. Like,
you got to decide what role you are or, like, understand your role and build on that role.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just be dominant at the beginning. But you don't even know the game like that, my boy.
I was watching, I think, who is it, like, JJ Redick? He was talking to Joel Embiid about, like, trash talkers, and he was saying how Patrick Beverly, he was like, he's not going to score. Mm-hmm. He's not there to score. Like, he comes in and does what his job title is.
Mm-hmm.
He's not there to give you 14 or 15 points. That's how he keeps his job.
With that said, I want to see how his contract is structured there. Because, sometimes it's like about, like, if you can hit this many points or, like, average this many points.
Mm-hmm. He probably got some defensive incentives.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, how would that look? Like, if you hit, like...
Probably limit your top guards to this many percentage shooting per game.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, his shit could be, like, a little more complex than just
which could explain why he plays so hard. Like,
yeah, that's a smart
man. If he
got
some incentives to say, if I get a steal, if I get 4 steals, if I get a deflection, you know what I'm saying?
I get paid the same amount that he'll get for trying to score.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's fire.
I can see that.
That's fire.
Because the league is dominated by skilled offensive players now. We don't really have any defensive stoppers.
Somebody got to be on the other side to stop that.
I want to see more of that. I want to see more of these, like, lockdown defenders that we like, like how we would talk about, like, Gary Payton, like, he was the glove, or...
Mm-hmm.
Or how, like, Dennis Rodman was locking niggas up. Or, any defensive powerhouse. We need more of those in the league now. Now that we done got the guards to start acting like bigs,
we need more guard, like, defensive players.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of big men who are like that. And a lot of them are just, they're not as skilled.
They're not fast enough. They're in that middle
area. They're getting there, though.
They are.
They're definitely the big men now are getting a lot faster and getting more skilled because their defense is getting crazy now. Like, the actual big men are getting crazy on defense.
They're starting to look like the big men of, like, the 70s.
Yeah, like they're getting more mobile and whatnot.
Body wise, they're starting to get, like, longer and more, like, slim and can Hit you with a jump up in the air jumper.
Not doing too much, but on like Draymond, like I see Draymond the real deal push that momentum of like not being too fucking big, but let me be more mobile and try to be defensive minded on this shit. Like I don't need to score my points.
Being a playmaker is a role. It is a role. Like everybody on the team feel like they got the burner. Man, everybody on the team is gonna feel like that, but you know, you got to make it work. Like how Golden State, that was like the prime example of like a well-functioning team.
Bro, that brings up, man, that brings up so much. I was watching a video the other day. I think it was a Jimmy High Roller video. He was bringing up a debate of like the GOAT debate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of the Jordan and LeBron GOAT debate. You know how crazy that debate is. He brought up a very good point of like, Jordan's peak was so high, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was high. It was fire. But LeBron's peak is about like 90% of that, right? It's not like he's that far away from like what Jordan has done, right? But he has done it way longer. Way longer. So
Jordan took a break, but I guess it's the fact that he was still efficient on his return that made it look goatish.
But when does longevity defeats that though? It's because it's like Jordan's already up here, but LeBron is literally peaked at like 90% of what Jordan has done, right? It's not like his shit has like completely further away from what LeBron has done. It's like it's literally like right there.
Yeah.
But LeBron has done it like damn near twice as long.
So is it more impressive that Jordan did his accomplishments in a limited amount of time, or the impressiveness that LeBron is still doing it? Which one?
I say LeBron's, because the LeBron has done it. Like I read up, bro. Think about this. This man has averaged 28, 8, and 8, longer than the number one draft pick this year has been alive. Think about that, bro. That's wild.
We talking real stats when we talk about LeBron. Like
that, like
you can't argue that.
That like at some point, them 6 rings is not enough.
I don't think like at this stage, I don't give it the ring comparison too, because like you said, longevity has got to be some type of multiplier.
Yeah, because
goddamn, like,
this is kind of extreme. At this point.
Like at some point you would have expected a decline.
Bro, this man is number one in points right now,
and it's efficient. Like, he's not doing nothing crazy. It's efficient.
Real to think about that. Like the man is number one in scoring, and he has been doing this before the number one draft pick hasn't even touched the league yet.
For 17 plus years.
17 years, bro.
That's a whole high school person.
And he's been doing it for the same amount of efficiency. Like 28, 8, and 8 the whole time. And can still probably do it.
He is. I think he's averaging like 30.1 this season. So he's dropping 30.
I think
easily.
I deadass think the momentum is going to change. Not the momentum, but like the majority of people are going to agree that he's going to be the GOAT as soon as his son touched the league. Because it's like, you've been doing this for this long, 28, 8, and 8, for damn 20 years, and now you got a son in the league. That you can't deny that you're the GOAT at that point.
I mean, we don't have to deny that anyone else is not the GOAT because we giving Bron a GOAT too.
No. Just to be like the greatest, like literally the one greatest player of all time. Like they could be the Mount Rushmore of it, but to top it up is like, my career is just a little bit better though. As a basketball career player, his career just a little bit better.
Yeah, he's definitely like, I think he didn't damn near doubled some of Jordan's numbers. As in certain areas, he didn't damn near double them. Like
bro, he's top 5 in almost every stat.
That's video game shit, man.
Yeah.
LeBron is like he literally took all the things that we were making on video games and lived that shit.
We're not even did that. I think we're trying to do that in video games, because I seen, bro, the one stat that be blowing my mind is this one James Harden stat that I still be trying to break. No, I think I did it one time in 2K. 60. No, I don't think it was even 60, 10, and 10. I think it was like 60, 10, and 15 or some shit. A fucking 60-point triple double, bro.
15 boards or 15 assists?
It was one or the other. I just know it was actually more than the 10. That was like, okay, he didn't even just stop at 10. He kept going just a little bit more. 60-point triple double is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like you really think like how hard, that's hard to do on 2K, bro. On career mode, on just regular shit, bro. This man did this in real life.
A human being stepped on the court and demonstrated.
That is ridiculous.
And I think that's why we be so upset with James Harden. That's why we be like, James, man, you're not even trying, bro. Like we didn't seen you goddamn shoot the lights out and be amazing.
Like Steph Curry didn't even do that, bro. And he be shooting. He's the greatest shooter of all time, and he couldn't even touch Has Steph Curry even touched 60 points yet? Until this season?
I think this was his first time doing that.
And he didn't even do a triple double with it.
Nah.
That's crazy. LeBron couldn't even do that. I mean,
I think I want to say LeBron.
He couldn't do it. Yeah, that's something like he probably couldn't.
He
do
probably
it.
did. I think he might have.
He didn't do it. He did like a 50-point triple double.
I'm gonna say like in Miami.
It was in Cleveland when he lost to the Warriors before they did the 72 and 10. The man did a 50-point triple double.
Because
I think 16.
Whatever year LeBron was leading in every statistic in
16.
the playoffs, he solidified his GOAT on that.
That shit was crazy.
I don't have like a ranking. Like I just have favorite players and styles of play that I like. But if like you say, if we want to pick at this stage, man, we like, watching it happen. We're watching it still happen right now. So you can't even. Well,
I think that's another crazy part of like his career not even over yet. Like y'all keep trying to put the same like predictions of like other people's careers on this man. He's still pushing. He's still pushing at a high velocity. Like 28, 8 and 8 is like kind of is mind blowing at this point. He's almost trolling y'all at this point.
Cause it's like we know that you really can do more. We know that you can, and this is just what's easy for you. Like I at a certain point I stopped hating on LeBron and just was like, you know what? I'm a fan of basketball and I'm watching some shit at work right here.
Greatness.
I don't even need to analyze it as a fan from that perspective of him personally, but just more so like what he's really bringing to the game. Like
I don't think no one expected him to break Kareem's record. No one thought anyone would be able to break Kareem's record.
He's on the way.
And like that's crazy. Like we used to think like Kareem's career was like the pinnacle of being like going for like the longest. Like you can go this hard for this long. Like to put up that many points is a lot.
Yeah.
And what's the stat that he has? 30, 10, and 10. The only player like he's skating on y'all on that point, and he's still pushing. He might be deadass might be the only player to touch fucking 4,000 points. If he does that, then it's like, fuck. Them rings at that point, it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna kind of trump. It won't trump it, but it's gonna be like, damn, Mike, like you alive still watching this man.
Yeah,
glorify the game. Like he's going hard still. Like you had a time when you retired, you came back, you was great. You were awesome. You were a trendsetter. You brought a new excitement to basketball during the time that you made it. But
this man turned it up a little more.
Yeah, and we didn't think it was possible because we saw other players. We saw other great players, but I ain't seen like a LeBron come through like other than a Kobe. Like
even then it's
rare. Like it's rare that
But every stat though, is crazy. Every stat that's out there, I didn't like. You see the excitement that they have for Steph Curry on these threes of like pushing the most threes in history and like skating over the record. LeBron is breaking down to every other stat around that. And skate like
Still adding shit on.
That is like
as he goes. Just stepping into the game, putting minutes on is stats.
Bro, I would love for LeBron to be on the bench for his 30th season. I would love for him to fuck around and try to break that record. Just try to touch 30 seasons. I feel like he might try to do it.
Based off of his body conditioning.
His body condition and his style of play.
That's what I was gonna say. He's not out here still trying to yam on niggas. He will on a fast break. Or he might, get in and
that's
bang
only
a
if he
bit.
feel good about it.
Right. But for the most part, he gonna hit you with a little step back, a little turnaround.
And get the assist.
Yeah, a little assist, lay. He might jelly through there.
He go full point guard and not even try to get no rebounds.
So he's doing low body damage. He's not resting. He just not.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? I could definitely see him coasting at least 25 years.
Just to I'm not even trying to score or anything.
Yeah, 25 years in the league. I could see him doing
not
that.
resting. I dead ass would not care if he milks it at that point.
And I don't even think he can. Honestly.
You don't think he can? You think he just push it?
I don't even think he would be able to milk it. Like he's, like you said, his style of play. If they just feed him the ball down low,
Just
if he gets to the point, feed Brian the ball down low at age 41.
That is
see
crazy.
What happens. He's gonna do the same thing that Jordan was doing at that age, is fadeaways.
I was sure about to say that does make a difference. That LeBron's style is more versatile to change up.
It's already
than Jordan.
ready. Yep. Yeah, it's already ready to transition. He didn't never be your airness.
He didn't try to. He don't have to force try to get all the points to get his team to win.
Like Jordan used to work hard. He was going off though. That was the beauty of it. Is this man would tap dance on you and then hit you with some smooth ass baseline fade and then just run back
yam on your ass.
Yeah, yam on you on the
Them
next
yams
play.
is crazy, bro.
And a D you up. And would D you up on the other end would block your shit.
It going crazy.
Jordan was.
And they have Pippen right beside you out of nowhere. Oh, that's crazy, bro.
That was a wild time. That's what I'm saying. Jordan, bro, you left an essence on the game. So I don't know. But as long as LeBron is still going, he's putting himself in contingency to be that guy. The guy.
I dead ass believe if I wish that Kyrie and LeBron I wish that they did separate for a little bit, that they got their little time and separate for a little bit, and I wish that they had come back. Cause their style of play would be perfect now. Cause LeBron don't even have to try to force the score or anything. Just relax. I'll do everything else. I get your points. Just go crazy, my boy. It'd be perfect now. Cause his play style just got even more mature.
And Kyrie,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kyrie's game just got more mature on it.
Yeah,
so it's
he's gonna be Kyrie. So I don't know. I could see
he don't have to be full on point guard. He can let Kyrie do his thing.
That's kind of how he's been being on Brooklyn. I've noticed they kind of have him as even without James there, he's still kind of seeming like the third wheel. What are you doing?
When he on the court, he just got to go. Then it's my time to shine. Because when I'm not on here, y'all gonna look at me different. Kyrie has a wild, a weird career, man. Yeah, he has a weird career because it's definitely is AI status. I'd say
definitely
it's AI status.
We definitely know that he plays hard. We definitely know he's championship quality. That's the only thing that's different is that he got a ring.
But
from him,
he wasn't the number one person though. That's the balancer of it. He was the second person, but it was also he was very important to it though.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good balance on that motherfucker. But damn, man, Kyrie, I love Kyrie, man. Kyrie's game is so fire to me, man. It's beautiful and smooth and creative.
Yeah, he's definitely a master at work. He knows what he's doing.
But yeah, man. You can give him your closing statements.
What was the phrase that we used earlier?
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Definitely check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Real talk.
In the words of Ice Cube. I'm Double D Beats. You can follow me on Instagram at Double D Beats, on Snapchat at Double D Beats. I'm not close enough to the mic.
I'm sure they got a little lower.
Oh, well, yeah. Follow me at all social medias at Double D Beats.
Yeah, it's your boy JayGuru. You can find me on Twitch every single day at JayGuru Gaming. I'm doing everything up in there. Everything. And this was another episode of the Next Group Podcast. We'd like to thank y'all for listening. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.